Hey Etsy, hello, how are you? And thank you very much. Good luck with your tournament as well, if you haven't done it. Tournament setup. Tournament setup. What are the battle conditions today? Thorns, ultimate weapon durations, boss ultimate, basic ultimate, fast ultimate, skip decay. Ooh. Should we try like a eHP build today? I think we can do eHP today. Let's try it out. Might not get very far because my eHP is actually pretty bad, but I think it will be fun. I guess we get 1 substat efficiency here, 20% efficiency. Yeah. Greeny, hello, how are you? The bosses are ridiculous today. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I'm going to be trying like some eHP related things today. I think what we do is we go with Harmony Conductor and Primordial Collapse. So my Harmony Conductor is I guess decent, right? For having some damage and stuff. And we go with Primordial Collapse instead of the Dimension Core. I think we go with Astral Deliverance for more bounce shots. And then for the generators, I think we use Galaxy Compressor for the primary. And we use where's that guy? Pulsar Harvester for the assist. And then for the armors, we use as Space Displacer and yeah, so we use Space Displacer and OA. I think that will work, right? Hey Maxwell, how are you? I think yeah, let's get a bit more damage here in case. So looking at the battle conditions, we should be able to trim out everything with our Death Ray and Orbs, right? So the difficult part would be dealing with bosses, and plus basics ultimate, there will be a ton of bosses. So if I were to use Space Displacer, I get a lot of stuns. OA has time to trim them out. We have, I guess, hopefully permanent Black Hole, which synergizes well with the Primordial Collapse. And then Harmony Conductor for the misses and just a bit more damage and stuff. I think, it wouldn't do as well as the damage build, but we can try it out and see how we go. So it would be nice to get a bit more defense percent. Let's try to roll this. Now if we can get close to 2000 waves, I think that's good. And plus now I have mythic rarity on my Pulsar Harvester, so hopefully that helps with the Death Defy chances. At some point there will just be a ton of fast enemies. All I have to do is to just try to keep them around my tower line, and I should be fine. We should have a lot of bounce shots. Oh, Greeny, you couldn't get it to work? Oh man. So should I even bother trying? Yeah, you know what? Let's just play with it, right? No point in having the capacity to do it and not try it out. So I do need to invest a bit into eHP. So let's get, I guess, bigger orbs would be good. Yeah, let's do this. We pump our health. Okay, so 3.4 on wall health and 3.3 on actual health. I think we can just get some landmine damage, right? Since there will be a lot more landmines. My OA also has landmine chance, but my efficiency is only 20%, so probably not going to get us very far. But yeah, let's play with this build and we see how we go. Okay, so final check, everything is done here. We are using enemy balance, so I think buff elites by the commanders would be dangerous at some point, but everything else should be trimmed out pretty nicely. So let's just get started. Oh, 6 minutes left to go. All right, let's go. Hang on. I need to do a final check in case I mess anything up. Attack ally, okay. This is tournament setup as well, okay. Right, we start off by taking out the range card. Okay, and we start the battle. Oh, right, so we should go with attack skips priority today. I need to adjust my orbs in. Put in the range cut. And I mean, hopefully it's not too bad. Fast ultimate is always a problem for me. If I'm able to get, you know, the last time I tried this build, I couldn't even make 2000 waves. Hopefully today it's not going to be the case. Hopefully we are able to push for slightly more than 2000 waves today. But I think this setup would be good. Stongson would be Jackson, right? Yeah, it's very last minute. Oh, my damage needs to go up there. Oh, and I should probably mention, last tournament I managed to get the mythic subset for my generator. I tried farming tier 20. I managed to get to around 4000 waves, but the coin per hour is just like 50% of tier 19, so I don't think it was worth it. So what I ended up doing was I reduced my ELS to 1.55, down from 1.6. And that allowed me to get 2.5 on coins and 1.7 on free upgrades. And I mean, I'm happy with the coin. It brought me up from like just under 1.9 Q per hour to now 2.2 Q per hour. Now I need to figure out what a good range would be for my shockwaves. Greeny, any suggestions? I think for a start we do. So I do want to push the fast enemies out a little bit. I want to keep them somewhere just beyond my ring of orbs here. Probably 1.6. Okay, let's leave it at 1.6 then. Also, because I have Galaxy Compressor, I think the play would be to stagger my my Thunderbot. I think I should be able to get very close to permanent uptime even with the battle condition. So let's see. We slow down the game speed. Oh shit. How should I do this? Okay, you know what? I'm going to switch off my Thunderbot. Where is Thunderbot? Anyway, I don't have to do it. It's going to be a desync anyway. My Thunderbot is going to desync from my black hole cooldown, so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And where is my Thunderbot? Why is it not showing? Oh, okay, I see it. There's just too much going on the screen at the moment. We need to switch on the Poison Swarm stun. And so I think overall this build is going to be very stun focused. The main concern would be whether or not I can actually kill fleets. But there will be a lot of stuns with Landmine Stun Mastery. With enemy balance, we will have a lot of landmines. At some point later on in the run, I think there will just be a whole host of fast enemies over here. So maybe when the time comes, when we get to that point, I might push my ops to be slightly beyond my range line, just to get more trimming on the fast enemies. Because the more fast enemies we kill, then it allows for spawns of other enemy types to enter. And that will help with getting more landmines, I guess. Ness, hello, how are you? Christian, hello, how are you? John's here, hello, how are you? You weren't here the previous time, John. So, Greeny, what was the issue when you tried using eHP the last time with Fast Ultimate? You passed out. Oh. Commander buff fast stacks up too much. Oh wow, you died at 1900? Oh my god. That's not very reassuring. That's actually terrible. Oh no, am I going to die at like what, 1700? Oh god, if it's 1700, I might not get keys. No, I will get keys. I might not get like 4th place or something even. Yeah, no, let's have a go at this build, right? It's been... I've been using that same glass cannon build for a while. Hybrid, I would say that's hybrid, not really glass cannon. This would definitely make overcharge a non-concern for me. The main concern would be obviously the fast enemies. But I think a combination of Poison Swarm Stun and just hopefully later on I'm able to get bullets off. So that Pulsar Harvester is going to do some work. And with the fast ultimate, because my CF is not very developed, hopefully Space Displacer stuns would help it. Also, in my labs, I've actually been working on fast enemy speed. and tank enemy health. So I think I have a few levels in fast enemy health as well. So it's up to level 15. So hopefully that helps with just trimming down the fast enemies. Wait. Oh, what? Did I collect this already? Okay. I guess we can claim our missions. Well, Kristen is at 10.3. Greenie is at 9.74. S lifetime coins. Man, that's a lot. So what are your enhancements like now? Is it like 4.5 or something already? Can we even get to 4.5? Or is 4 like the cap? I don't even know. Now we are at wave 800. 1800 we check the if we can survive to 1800 we check the leaderboard then. Rob, thank you very much. Happy Lunar New Year. All of my coins are going into coins and free ups. 2.93 coin. Oh my goodness. Rubber, hello, how are you? And thank you very much. Good luck with your tournament as well. It's a bit late to join now, but hopefully you're not doing too badly. So I think the only reason why this build might be able to be, you know, I'm not expecting it to be better than the hybrid build that I'm typically using. I think I'll lose quite a fair bit of waves, but it will be an interesting thing to see how well this performs. Just because, you know, it's fun trying out different builds. Giga Drill has a very specific set of battle conditions where he does really good as eHP. Yeah, I heard about that from Treble the last stream. You know, I'm not expecting anything near where these guys are at, but if we are able to switch up different builds, it would be fun just to play with different strategies. And plus, like now the ELS plus is maxed out. I think we can just go around playing with different builds, right? What matters to me most now is just like the economy and farming, I think. Because whatever enhancements I'm getting, it's very marginal increases. So I don't expect tournament performance would change very much. Probably where I would get most value would be from ultimate weapons and so on. But those require stones, and you know, we're preparing for free-to-play life. He loves tank ultimates because they just stick there and stop bosses from attacking him. Oh, Christian, look at Christian. Christian's just saying eHP's dead. Well, so eHP... Well, no, let me rephrase. Overcharge today will definitely not be a problem. surely we have so much mitigation. By the time I think even at wave 3000, overcharge would not be an issue for me today. But whether or not we can even make it past wave 2000 is going to be the main question. Just finished Golden Tower duration. Yeah, so I do want to get I checked. I have 4 more clicks in GT duration and 6 more clicks into GT bonus to go box both of those. I might get the next 2 clicks into GT bonus because it's fairly cheap. And I think I will finish up GT duration with the packs from next month. But then after that, the plan would be to go free to play once version 28 happens. So hopefully, you know, they don't introduce like an extra 5 levels into GT duration or something. Stongson says 1200 for second. This tournament feels good. First it's like 1800. Okay, well, I would love your bracket. Every bracket I join, like the first few places is like 2000-ish waves. I mean, the bosses are quite insane. But considering it's fast ultimate and there are so many bosses and my wall is still alive, I would say that it's pretty good so far. Look at the boss being stunned there at my orb line. Oh, that's nice. I say that now and I think my wall is going to break just around now. There we go. Going free to play is the biggest lie. You of little faith. No, I have to go free to play. It's not by choice, you know. Finances are going to get very tight for the next few months. After a couple of months, because my funding is going to end. I'm thinking that perhaps the last click into wall health was not as useful. I should have gone into actual health. Yeah, so I nearly lost second win there. There was a death defy. Coca-Cola at Hooters is going to cost a lot, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, exactly. Ask Centrelink for stones. I don't know. Can I use Centrelink? I'm only a PR. I'm not a citizen. No more project funding. Yeah. Yeah, Coca-Cola at Hooters, you know. PR can get sent. So Jackson, you know, I got my PR like 3 years ago. I still have not applied for a Medicare card. I'm not a very responsible adult. Like I filled up the form on MyGov to also for everyone who's interested. Medicare is like if you fall sick, you get a card and you can go to get some medical treatment. So to apply for that card, I needed to go on the government website. Oh shit! Am I going to lose second wind here? Oh, Deftify. Okay. Right. So I needed to go on the government's website to get the card, and then I applied for it, and they sent me a message saying that they needed more documents or something like that, and I haven't gotten around to replying it. So that was 3 years ago. Think about the stones. I can fill out forms for like a bunch of things when you're looking for a job. You can get somewhere. Like $700 a fortnight depending. Yeah, I'm not very responsible. Oh man, Greenie, I think I'm gonna die. No need for any strategies today. We're not making it past intro sprint. Oh god. Second wind's gonna pop now, surely. But how did that not pop second wind? So, I think off the bat, like, I am very lucky with Deftify's this run, right? Where are we at? We are already at 5 Deftifys. And even then, things are looking very close. I'm not able to clear intro sprint event, right? So, eHP probably not a good idea for me. Probably a horrible idea for me, There goes demon mode, right? Right at 1800. So it's okay. We are not wasting any time. I mean, technically 130Q. This is with Deftify, I presume. Yeah, we're gonna be so screwed once demon mode ends. Or once this Deftify ends. So, okay, all the fast enemies died. I think what we need to do is we need to put our ops slightly beyond our range line. We need to find a way to trim out the fast enemies, because if the fast enemies don't die, then regular enemies cannot spawn. And if regular enemies cannot spawn, then I don't get any inner landmines. Nez, yeah, I think like if it spawns a fast enemy, it's going to benefit from fast ultimate as well. Yeah, I think this is where we die. Surely, right? Yeah, this is where we die. No, we did. We did. Should I look at the stats? I mean, we had a very lucky run, right? 7 death defies. We got killed by bosses. We just couldn't kill any of the bosses with this build. So that was very unfortunate. Perhaps ACP might have helped instead of space displacer. No, instead of OA. I don't know. I think we just need the project funding damage. Yeah, Kristen did it better with, I mean, well, I'm not complaining. It's what, 23 minutes. We're done with the tournament. Okay, so let's just hope for an easy bracket, right? Okay, 21 wave. I mean, if we can get first place here, you know, that's not too bad. I mean, we got a good bracket, didn't we? Are we? Yeah, I think we got a very good bracket today. Guys, strategy just does not matter. The strategy that you're using does not matter. All you need is luck, you know? Death defy a few times, get a very good bracket, and then we are done. Yeah, alright. I mean, still first place finish, not complaining. Let's look at the difference. I mean, we got... This was a fast ultimate, I think. 1951. I think here I tried eHP as well. I think I tried space displacer over here. Not sure. But even then, 1951 versus what, 1842? 100 waves in Legends is quite a lot. I think 4,000 stones worth of damage gives me about 100 waves. So yeah, I think overall for me, eHP is just not viable at this stage. Maybe it was, if it was eHP without fast ultimates, it might be possible. Yeah, alright. So tournament is done. Right, Kristen wants to do tier 21. Okay, let's do tier 21. Don't listen to the likes of Greenie. Yeah, okay, so if we are going to go full eHP, then we need to do a bit of a respec. Okay, so this is all sorted out. Do I want to respec? Would I actually gain How many Qs? How many Qs would I gain? It's like 15 Qs maybe. 15 Qs can't really buy me anything. Do I want to bother? Nah, let's not bother. Let's just do tier 21 then. Yeah. Okay, let's do... Can I gem rush anything? Do I need to gem rush anything? No, okay. Alright, let's do... Or should I just do like a farming run so people can see how farming runs would look like for me? No, let's not bother with a tier 21 farming... tier 21 run. I don't think the wave count would change by much. We do a tier 20 farming run. So then maybe like Greeny Christian, if you guys can see what my major issues are, it would give me a better idea of how to go about upgrading. So I'll show you how a standard run looks like for me. We go with this. We go with this as the primary. Not death penalty. We use... So I think for tier 21, I can use my Astral Deliverance, which has the bounce shot chance. Yeah, so this would be my farming setup. I have experimented with project funding. It didn't work very well. I had the damage, but the coins was a lot lower. So I think Singularity Harness would be good. But yeah, so suppose I went into tier 21, tier 20 farming. This is how it would look like. We go for our tier 20 farming setup, which I've got a bit of coin. Okay, so I think we go full glass cannon. I don't think we need, because my wall is just going to break so quickly. Yeah, let's just go full glass cannon. Oh shit. For a tier 20 farming run, I need to devil my bounce shots. Yes, so we want bounce shot chance here. We don't want bounce shot range. This thing will just max in run, so I'm just going to leave it. Would I be able to soak up any hits at the start from overcharge? I don't think so, right? Yeah, we screw it. We don't use any eHP stuff. We get the wall rebuilt. You know what? Let's just go box all of this, whatever. Ness says, yeah, on the bright side, tournaments are very quick. Yeah, they are very quick. Rob says, as far as I can see, no one is doing eHPs actually taking any shots from anything other than overcharge beyond wave 1500. Uncertainly, that seems to be the limit for raise. So it's more of a CC and damage strat. Yeah, maybe Robs. I don't know. So I think why is my level skips at 0%? I think the main issue with that setup was that past a certain point, bosses were just not being stunned enough, especially with boss ultimate. And we go for, I don't know, 1.5 here. Let's get a bit more health. So I think we go 2.0 on the orb size. So I can push more into all of this stuff here. Right, so we'll need full on this. I guess I can get the coins. Oh, let's do whichever is cheapest then. Should I go with the coins or the free upgrades? They are both good. Or maybe this, and then can I still get 10? No, I can't. Yeah, okay, we just alternate whichever is cheapest then. Okay, 2.46, 1.68. Technically, I'm not losing out very much. Right? There's 2 clicks lesser, 4 clicks lesser over here. I do have 20 clicks less in cells per kill. But we can live with that. What about my orb size difference? Orb size is the same as tier 20, as tier 19. Oh, I lose out on a lot of damage. Shit, I forgot about my damage. Well, I guess this is what we have then. How do I ban the word eHP from this channel? Coin Plus is better. Do coin for a few days until coin gets stupid expensive, then do free up. Okay. Well, anyway, let's stick with this for now. I don't want to do another respec. Okay, we do with this. Right, you guys mentioned that my orbs should be like max and slightly in front here, right? So we go with that. Oh, damn it. Surrender. Home. I forgot my bots. So yeah, this is how my bots are looking like. And then we go with fetch and summon. And we should be in the correct setup now. Rob, yeah, I'm still at CF10. So, Kristen, I think right now, like for this tier 20 build, the next like 100-ish Q coins, or maybe even 200 Q coins, has to go into damage, because 3.1 on damage enhancements is really not enough, surely, right? Unless maybe I use like project funding for a bit more damage. You're at 98 meters. You can't get 43.5 to work. Do I want to move to 98 meters? It would help me survive better, right? Okay, let's try it out. We go 98, and then I believe you will use like 3.1 or something on your shockwave size. Let's go 3.0 first. 2.55. Ah, god damn it. So, Kristen, do I go to 2.55 shockwave size as well? Let's see, where is my shockwave landing? It seems to be landing where my orbs are. So yeah, I think I'll just keep this for this run at least. Oh, yes, and I need to switch off my Poison Swarm stun. You guys can hear the police in the background once again. But Kristen, if you're using 2.4 on your shockwave size, wouldn't your shockwave not hit the fleets? They're coming to get me for going eHP. Oh no, I'm so scared. Kristen, protect me. Kristen deleted the message. What an abuse of power. Now, I think from the viewer's perspective, you would just see the message being deleted, right? Like you wouldn't see this notification here. But because I'm just like mirror imaging it onto the screen, you would be able to see it from OBS. Deleted by look at this person. No, I'm actually very surprised that you are able to get higher coin per hour than Greeny running 98 meter range, because all along running higher range equals less coin. That's what I've sort of been told. Christian loves abusing his moderator power. Yeah, exactly. Greeting, I don't think you were here the day I made Christian moderator. He was like typing in caps and all, I've got the power. Having such a huge power trip. Let me edit the title of this stream to put why eHP doesn't work for me. Yeah, so in case anyone is asking me about eHP and stuff, I would just direct them to this stream. Wolf, hello, how are you? I'm hard stuck tier 16. Any tips on improving? Yeah, so CF plus 5 is not good enough. You might at some point turn off your CF plus for farming, but that's somewhere down the line. For me, when I was in tier 16, the two main difficulties was number one, I was using pure glass cannon at that time, so whenever my black hole fell off, I would take chip damage from ranged enemies, especially if there were protectors alive. So that was the first thing. So in order for me to bypass that, what I ended up doing was getting an extra 2 seconds of black hole duration. So I ended up at 34 seconds, and then I wrote a black hole duration substat to bring me up to 38. And with the in-game perk, I got permanent black hole. So if you are able to get permanent black hole, then no issue. That problem is solved. The second issue was, for me, it was a lack of damage. So around wave 6000-ish, no matter how many smart missiles I was launching at the protectors, the shield was not breaking. Now, when assuming you get to that point at the end of your run, the only reasonable way out of it is just get more econ, because if you get more econ, then you get more ELS plus, and naturally your waves is just going to go higher. Now, if the bosses are the ones that are always killing you, like maybe a boss comes along, it breaks your wall very often. Overcharge comes along, it takes out all your energy shields, and because you are at CF5, you can't reliably use your orbs to take like 60% of the boss's health off from your orbs alone. When the next boss comes along and you have no energy shield charges, then that's when you die. I'm guessing it's probably the case for you. If that's the case, then go for more CF plus. You will probably not see any benefits of the CF plus from +5 to +7. You get a bit more orb damage on the boss, but around that wave count, I was at CF7 for a while. That was the major problem I was encountering. And then I went to CF8. It did marginally better, but from 8 I bought the stone packs, and then I got from 8 to 10 directly. The moment I got to CF plus 10, bosses became a non-issue for me. So yeah, I would go for the CF. Casey, hello, how are you? Treat my mods better. Okay. Yeah, I'm good, Casey. We have a good bracket. So I messed up my tournament today, but we have a good bracket. We are hopefully going to get first place with 1842 waves. Oh, and thanks, Wolf. Hopefully you found them useful. Now that we are a tier 21 wave 2000-ish player, tier 20 seems not as scary, right? I don't think I would have any issues with this build until we get to... Hang on, I say that now, but then I've got no more energy shield charges. Well, I don't think we'll run into much issues until we get to around peak coin. So when we get to around wave 3000 or something, you will notice that I just don't have enough damage, and my coin per minute is going to be very low. Like the strange thing would be like when golden combo procs, it's going to give me something like 1 to 2Q of coin. Even with like a 700 or sometimes even 800 multiplier, it's going to be like 2Q of coin. I have no idea why it's so low. For context, in tier 19, the average golden combo is going to be about 7-8Q. And so in the end, with tier 20 farming, I get a peak coin of like, what, 30Q per minute? Something like that. My guess is just that enemies just have so much health that it's taking me a while to kill them. But my last few months are close to where you are. People like Greeny are just way too far ahead for me from videos a year ago to follow properly. Yeah, makes sense. To be fair, Wolf, I'm probably not that much further along than where you are. So you are right. I'm probably closer to where you are than I am to where Greeny or Christian are. When does OA over SD work better? Probably when you have more CF. Oh, we just lost second win. Oh no, it's not even wave 1200. Oh no. This is not good. We only have tournament used up all our Death Defy luck, guys. Oh, right. I remember something. I probably don't need health. I can probably go into landmine chance today. Landmine stun, so that we get a bit more misses. Yeah, I think that might help with some survivability. Wolf, do I like smart missiles these days? Yeah, of course. I like it, but I like it for different reasons. Not because it's doing a lot of damage for me. I like it for the sentimental value, you know. They did make smart missiles target fleets. I heard it's not very consistently targeting fleets, but my guess is that, say you have already maxed out your chain lightning damage, right? Because of fast ultimates, Poison Swarm loses quite a bit of value, and they do take a while to tick in terms of their damage. So suppose you ended up moving into like tier 21 farming, because Poison Swarm takes a while to tick on the overcharge and stuff, you're not really getting much additional benefit from Poison Swarm Plus. In that case, I think there would be a place for smart missiles. If you had really developed smart missiles, maybe you might be able to get very consistent missiles firing off onto fleets and stuff, which would help clear the overcharged enemies, I guess. Yeah, I do agree. Smart missile, I hope, gets a buff. It's very fun. Like, you see all of these green explosions popping up every now and then. Poison Swarm, the animation is very meh, right? You don't really notice it. But Smart Missile's animation is nice. I hope they do something about it. Yeah. I think something that would be very nice for Smart Missiles to have would be armor piercing. So if Smart Missiles could bypass the armor stacks of an enemy, I think it would be very good. Because, you know, if you have a clump of enemies, there's a high chance that all of those enemies, they have armor stacks when your smart missile connects with it, in which case you do 0 damage for your smart missiles. If the damage is true and it goes through all the armor stacks, it would be very nice to have. And to be fair, I really like the you know, back in the day where we were doing obless farming and you hold all the enemies in your black hole when you get permanent black hole, and then your ultimate weapons pop off and it just bursts down the entire clump of enemies. I found that very visually satisfying to watch. Wouldn't that be a foot gun like Death Wave armor stripping is? Yeah, potentially. So Death Wave armor stripping has this issue where, like, if you are in the lower tiers, let's say an enemy is here, right, and your Death Wave connects with it, it takes out the armor stacks of the enemy, and so if you are having like high bound shots and stuff, this enemy, before it gets into your black hole, is going to die. With smart missiles, I don't think that will be a foot gun, because notice my smart missiles don't exactly fire off to points like this over here, right? All my smart missiles are going to be connecting within the black hole area, and it only gets like further and further in the more the run progresses, because there are more enemies on screen. But I think at some point, like when you get to, I don't know what the number of armor stacks in this tier are. Let's check the heat. So enemies block 48 hits. Even at max level, that would need like 5 hits of Death Wave in order to take out the armor stack. So I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue for me now if I were to go box that lab. But you know, I didn't do it, so it's still lingering around somewhere. Yeah, if you're before level 14, before tier 14, that lab is not going to bother you. It's purely for tournament. armor battle condition in that case. But probably if you're that early in the game, you don't exactly need armor stripping from Death Wave, because your Death Wave uptime would be pretty low. It's also one of those reasons why, like, in the earlier tiers, if you had invested a lot into Chain Lightning and have a very strong Chain Lightning, your coin per hour is going to fall by quite a lot. It's mainly because with bounce shots and stuff, you're just killing enemies way too far out. I'm still stuck with MVN and GCOM. Yeah, I mean, that's a very good combination. GCOM is like really good all the way until... Actually, it's very good for a very long time. Until at some point you would want to switch to Black Hole Digester. Wolf, you'll probably be around that point already, where if you haven't switched over to Black Hole Digester, you should be very close to switching. Oh, okay, you run BHD GCOM. Oh, you were talking about S mod. So I don't think you should use Multiverse Nexus for the S mod. Because especially if it's at epic rarity, unless it's an ancestral, if it's epic or less than ancestral, you're going to incur penalty. Get coin mastery, EB mastery, and cells and reroll shards should not take too long to farm up. Okay, for some reason, Kristen, I'm not sure if you're still here. For some reason, my coin is actually doing quite good right now. I don't know why that's the case. Dropping MVN would make Death Wave sell a coin so bad right now. 70 seconds cooldown. Oh, I see. So you are running a 56-second sync in your Black Hole Digester. Sorry, in your Multiverse Nexus. So, Kristen, the thing is, I did try tier 20 on 98 meters. I don't think the issue is now. It's like in 1,000 waves or so. When enemies have like, I don't know, 100-ish AA health, the coin per minute is going to stagnate around like 20-30 Q a minute. Get more chain lightning damage, get more crit factor. Right, so, you know, I guess at the end of the day, I just need another, like, 2 weeks of tier 19 farming to get more of everything. So, what would your recommendation be? Get more crit factor and okay, get more crit factor. That's fine. Would your recommendation be get more chain lightning damage as opposed to getting more econ? Surely not, right? Yeah, okay, econ first, yeah. So, maybe in like mid-year I would start with my chain lightning damage. Go chain lightning first. John, you are always trying to get me to do stuff that lowers my coin. What's your coin per hour now, John? I'm at 2.2 now. 2.2 is my new best. Averaging around like 2.1. 2.65. Oh man. Oh man. Do I have to start spending money again? So for sure, March packs are going into at least 2 seconds of GT duration. Ancestral Singularity Harness. I want to get more clicks into GT bonus as well. So I might be able to hit 2.65 fairly soon. And because my mod levels are slightly higher, I think I might be able to maybe inch out a little bit beyond 2.65. Was taking generator assist rarity up responsible for that? Rob, yeah, I mean, it helps. Having a larger goal bot definitely helps. That's for sure. But I think the main factor was that previously I was farming with 1.6 in my EOS. I brought my EOS down to 1.55 to get 10 more clicks into coin, sell, and free upgrades. And that helped me with getting more coin. And John, did you manage to move to tier 19 as well? Or is that 2.65 coming from tier 18? If it's tier 18, 2.65, that's a lot, man. Oh, that's all. Oh, wow. You're getting more coin per hour farming tier 18 than I am farming tier 19. Oof, this is not good. After today's tournament, stones, assuming I'm still first place, yeah, I'm probably staying first place today. With the tournament rewards, I would be able to afford that one click into GT bonus. I'm hoping that takes me to 2.3. Yeah, and then next week's tournament would go into one click of GT duration, I guess. Not sure if I can even afford it with 1 week. But yeah, I really need to go box my GT. $13,000 waves it's too long, man. Go to tier 19. It's really not that bad right now. I'm using my tier 18 farming setup. The only difference is it's 43.5 meter range instead of 30 meters. And I'm getting to just under 7,000 waves. 6.5 is the max, I think. It works out pretty nicely. The fast ultimates really change things up. So on that note, John, in my, where is it? So I have chronofuel speed reduction from my tournament setup. So I need this for tournaments anyway, because I only have 1 dimension core. This substat alone is enough. It's enough to survive. I'm hoping that I'm able to roll that eventually away. So I'm researching the fast ultimate speed at the moment, and once that is completed, I will probably roll that out for chain lightning chance or chain lightning quantity, something like that. But I think Christian doesn't use that substat, and it's fine for him. But once the lab levels are done, I think fast ultimates become much less dangerous. I also did some levels into their health. Tank enemy health is also probably, I'm just going to go box it. And I think given the way this build is set up right now, I should be able to use this build in tier 19 farming as well. Minus the landmine stunts, obviously. Yeah, we would lose out on a little bit of coin. What was it? 4 clicks of coin plus 2 clicks of free upgrade plus that we lose out. from the current tier 19 farming setup, but we have 1.6 on the ELS. Now the coin enhancements, they should come pretty easily. I think in a day I should be able to get one click. So yeah, I think we are just like 1 week away, maybe 2 weeks max, from moving to tier 20 fully. And the way it seems now, like if this range is what I need to do to farm tier 19 to get better coin, it's probably what I would do, because let me show you the previous tier 20 runs. There, tier 20, 1.3, 1.2 Q coin per hour. It's just too much of a fall from tier 19. Kristen says stay on tier 20, think about the shards. Yeah, so Kristen, I mean, if I can make it work with this setup, I would just stay on tier 20. But because I do need quite a bit of coin, Greenie was saying like by the time you get to about 4 to 5 Q, 4 to 5 S lifetime coin, then that's when I would have the flexibility in terms of the coins of upgrading stuff and so on. Right now I do find that as opposed to module levels, I would prefer having the extra coin to work on the workshop stuff. Enhancements still, they're still a bit pricey, and I would like my damage enhancements to be at least 3.5 before I start working on more econ. And Rob, yeah, this is 98 meters. 98 meters range, max op distance. Now, so for context, in tier 19, this wave count would be about 22 Q coin per minute. So, the gap is already starting to form. But I think when enemy health gets to around like maybe 50 AA, that's when you'll see like my coin is going to stagnate and it's not going to increase, and I'll be getting very, very bad golden combos. seems to be construction going on outside my place. Yeah, okay, so Kristen, you saw that like multiplier of, that golden combo of like 600 plus. It was only giving me 2Q of coin, and I'm not sure why. Like it should be way higher than that. Like 600 plus multiplier in tier 19 is definitely more than 2Q. Hopefully they hit a power line so my farm run ends. John, there was a power outage last night in Melbourne. So, and there was another 600-ish, you get like 3 point something. But I don't know why the variance in the coin is so high. Because everything should be permanent by now. Slow my progress. 11 more days. No, actually February is a short month. So on the 1st of March, John, I shall get more than 2.65 Q per hour. I will do what it takes to get me more coin than 2.65. Just for you. Open attack. Show me my bounce and my targets. Sure. I think this is because of Astral Deliverance. So that means I can't use Astral Deliverance? Is that what you're saying? Well, I don't know. The strange thing about this run is that my coin per minute is a lot higher than usual. Maybe I have to farm on stream. Or maybe it's just the 98 meter range thing. Because more damage per meter, I'm killing enemies faster. Maybe that's why. Or it could be like that 15 levels of fast enemy health that I got. That's helping me actually kill the fast enemies. But it's still very early on. At this damage, at this wave health, even in tier 19, it's not an issue for me. So I'm more curious to see what happens when this number gets to like 100-ish AA. So then, Christian, what do you use as your S mod? The alternative that I have would be I mean, Havoc Bringer is almost done being rolled. It has bounce shot chance and multi-shot targets. I just need 2 more substats, and I think my Shrink Ray has the multi-shot targets and the bounce shot chance already. So I need to roll out let's see, range this, right? So I would need to get, maybe I should wait for 241 before I reroll this. Then I get the 4, like the crit factor, crit, super crit stuff. I need to remove the bounce shot targets. Oh, you mean we don't take multi-shot targets and attack speed? I thought multi-shot targets is good because then we are able to you know, go with less bounce shot chance. Oh well, we get more bounce shots. Oh, okay, if it's not good for farming, then perhaps it would be better to just reroll my Being Annihilator or something, you know. No, I can't reroll this. So, okay, let me think. This would be, you know, I keep bounce shot chance. Being Annihilator is good. Okay, so for my Being Annihilator, I would need to reroll this for bounce shot chance, and then this for damage per meter. Is that right? Or I can keep this and then roll out attack speed, since you said attack speed is bad. Okay. Oh, we must have gotten some death device. Perhaps it's because I'm using glass cannon, I'm getting the death device, which is having me more damage. Oh, imagine if this was a project funding as my S mod. That would be pretty good. They need to just add a lamp that puts whatever coin multiplier is currently active to everything currently on the screen, so that we can use any mod we wish and don't devil and optimize constantly for farms. You mean like we have something like the the golden combo over here at the bottom saying what our average active coin multiplier is on all the enemies? That would be nice, yeah. Tracking that metric would be useful. Be right back, I need to use the washroom. Okay, I'm back. Christian. Oh man, you made a couple of typos there. Okay, so while I'm not talking about Coca-Cola or Hooters, we should keep this nice and sweet. Nez says, I believe they intended to have devil whatever in the game. Yeah, so broadly speaking, there is an umbrella of builds, right? So there are glass cannon builds which rely on just completely mitigating damage. There are eHP builds which rely on completely surviving damage. But within each of those, there are builds that... So whenever you devolve certain things, it's falling under the umbrella of devil. Right? So devil is a class of strategies that involve you making your tower weaker in certain aspects. I wouldn't know what you're talking about, Kristen. Wait, would this get me banned? Yeah, I don't think we should talk about narcotics. But you know what? If this account gets banned, I think it would be fun to start another Tower YouTube channel. Maybe not about the tower. I don't think I would make another channel on the tower. I don't know. Maybe some other game. The problem would be if I made another YouTube channel, then it's going to be... I would have to remake a lot of the videos. And granted, I think some of the practical guide videos are a bit outdated at this stage. So I might... My plan in version 28 would be to redo some of the earlier content stuff. And then remove the entire practical guide playlist. Make a new playlist that is updated for version 28. So that way at least it's going to be useful for newer players. This is why I'm not a YouTuber. Yeah, sure, Kristen. I'm sure this is the only reason why you're not a YouTuber. Okay. Too many funny topics to talk about, but YouTube won't allow it. So I think it's been actually a very fun journey, to be fair. It's definitely made me more articulate when it comes to expressing my thoughts. So I think that's a very useful skill. The other stuff, I'm actually terrible at it. As you can probably tell from all the videos, I use the exact same thumbnail for everything. But then I every now and then I bump into like Bonzo's videos or something, and Bonzo has like the coolest thumbnails, right? Or Jammin Forever. His thumbnails are very nice as well. Maybe regarding the thumbnail stuff, I should be more creative, you know, maybe use like a PowerPoint slide to make the thumbnail that sort of summarizes most of the information in the video. Right, so if let's say we are talking about economy, then the 3 screenshots would be the screenshot for, or well, then, you know, suppose the title was like coin farming, right? So coin farming is on the top of the screen. Then at the bottom over here would be like a screenshot of, I don't know, my coin multiplier or something. And then over here we would have like screenshots of like golden tower, black hole, death wave. And the content of the video would be like why it's important to sync your ultimate weapons and so on. I think that would be a better way to proceed moving forward. Greenie. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we got a good bracket. Very nice. Nobody in my bracket got above wave 2000. Now, I'm curious if I had used the glass cannon. No, if I had used my standard tournament setup and 98 meter range, I think we should be able to hit at least 2100 waves. I think so. So maybe I don't see how much better I could make the SD build, you know. Maybe in order to tank the enemies, I might have to use Sharp Fortitude. So for the core modules, Primordial Collapse and Harmony Conductor, I think they were the good choices. Generators, I think for the generators, if I had project funding in it, that would have been a better option than using G-Comp. Because it's not like my black holes can control the fast enemies anyway, and all the other enemy types, they were dying very quickly. So perhaps removing G-Comp would be more beneficial. But then again, if I remove G-Comp, I might as well not use Primordial Collapse. I might as well just use Dimension Core. No, wait, I need the Primordial Collapse for the overcharge. So then I need G-Comp for permanent black hole. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I could do differently. For cannons, maybe death penalty to just have the occasional boss die. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see how I could make eHP work in that setup. Maybe it's just fast ultimates are too dangerous. And if there was no fast ultimate, I don't think I would need Space Displacer, in which case if I was using yeah, I wouldn't need Space Displacer. So okay, then yeah, I guess what we would have done if there was no fast ultimate would be 30-meter range, 98 meters, sorry, 30 meters ops, 98 meters range, ops at 2.2, so that when these stuns occur, we are able to stun the enemies. And then I go with G-Comp, Pulsar Harvester, Astral Deliverance, and Amplifying Strikes. Yeah. And then we don't use Space Displacer, we use either ACP or what's that? I just said its name earlier. There's so many modules, I can't remember all their. This guy, Sharp Fortitude. I think Sharp Fortitude would have been decent for tanking overcharge. Right? We don't really need ACP because we don't have damage in the form of project funding anyway. Yeah. And if on certain days there are battle conditions where we don't we can get permanent, oh no, we can't get permanent black hole because there's no perk. Yeah, so we would need G-Comp then. I think that makes sense. Yeah, fast ultimate is just really bad. I think so. I would say though that getting the fast ultimate speed reduction lab, it's been helping a lot with my farming runs. In terms of the coins, it helped quite a fair bit with the coins because when fast enemies are slower, then I get to tag more enemies with my ops. So I think that's why it's helping. I must have gem rushed like 2, 3, 4, 5 levels into it, at least. And I'm probably just going to leave it into it go boxes. Now I think once my so in terms of my labs, this is my plan moving forward. Oh, we can gem rush this. Okay. So in terms of my labs, for the generator bonus and generator substats, I think once these are done, actually once my generators and cores are done, I might just bring the cannon and armor ones to level 20 and then just dedicate one lab for them, or maybe one lab for cannon multipliers, one lab for armor multipliers, and that would free up 3 of my labs to do some other stuff. I think the enhancement discounts would be a nice one to have. Yeah, maybe some of the earlier stuff just to gem rush, or maybe some of the battle condition reduction labs. Yeah, that would be good as well. I think the Ray enemy health would be quite useful for me. What are the battle conditions? Labs. Actually, I should take a look at them. Sort out my labs since the game is still running, right? I think shock chance I can leave it off. We don't really need it. Recovery package, we don't need it. Swamp Ren, I should complete it at some point. Labs coin discount, I think we go box it at some point. EOS reduction, I'm left with one final level. No, two more levels. So at some point this has to be done. Chrono jump, yes. Coin utility discount for enhancements, maybe. I don't think I need the eHP stuff. Health regen, we can take it out. Husky, hello, how are you? It's been a while. Happy New Year to you. Defense percent, I think we can take it out for now. Ball regen, we can take it out. Chronofill damage reduction, I think we take it out. Free upgrade mastery, I should complete it. Just for the gem rush reduction, I think. These are my okay, we need this. Let's go through some of the earlier labs. Right, so what I'm going to do is this. Let's unfavorite this first. Let's put all this 3 up there. Maybe at some point I would work on them. But maybe by the time we get to, maybe by the time I get to you know, working on these labs, they are going to be very cheap anyway. Greeny, have you been working on these labs? I don't think so, right? Probably you might have a bit into enhancement for utility. I don't see how useful it would be, even though the labs are very cheap. They do take quite a while. Yeah, let's leave. Husky, you recently decided to quit your 9 to 5 and change path. Okay, what are you doing now? This one, I think we leave it here for now. Eventually we gem rush them. Landmine Decay is a 35 lab. You stopped utility discount at level 60. Oh, shit. Oh, it's here. So that's very similar to mine. I think I'll just leave it then. Yeah, maybe we take out all of this. Used to be a mobile developer. Okay. And what are you going to do now? Utility research. I don't think we need any of these things. Yeah, so let's ignore all of this. For my ultimate weapons, this would be a fast lab for the gem rush efficiency. Maybe I might, it might make sense to come back and revisit this at some point. Shock chance, I think it's enough for now. Oh, but I'm using Dimension Core for farming, so actually it might help. Maybe I'll bring it up to 25 then. Chain Thunder is useless. Scatter Amp is enough for me at the moment. Yeah, okay, these 2 labs, I don't think I need them. So that concludes ultimate weapon stuff. Greeny mentioned that at some point when I get Fortress Mastery, double Death Ray is going away. So, oh sorry, I'm taking out my Death Ray card, so I don't think this lab is too useful. Back-end coding. Okay, cool. All the best in that, Husky. Nez, are lab and vault enhanced discounts additive or multiplicative? I presume they are multiplicative, because there was a huge fall in the amount of gems that I needed. Okay, so everything else here is done. The cards research, I guess at some point when I get Fortress Mastery, I would have to do it. Band Perks 8 might be good to do, just for the go box. Yeah, I might do this. I might gem rush that to get the go box on it. Wave required and auto pick ranking, I don't need them, so this ones we don't need. Vault enhancement discounts additive or multiplicative. Oh, sorry. So you were talking about vault enhancement discounts. I'm not sure about the vault enhancement discounts, but the lab enhancement discount, you can see I have a gem rush efficiency. So every fully completed research increases the strength of gems used in lab rushes. I think the developers introduced this because they realized that with the absurd number of labs that they put in version 27, there's just no way that people are completing all of these earlier labs, you know. So if you really wanted to whale out, because these labs don't take very long, you could just go on that specific website, buy a load of gems, and then just gem rush all of this to get all your efficiencies up, so that when you then gem rush all your later labs, they become a lot more cost efficient. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if some people actually just gem rush everything. You can literally just pay money to complete the game now. Okay, so for these labs, I need the fast enemy health, because fast ultimates are a problem for me. I think, you know what, let's put all this enemy health labs up there. Yeah, we put all of this enemy health labs up there, so that we make our lives easier over time. Protective radius is not an issue for me at this point, because at some point I want to get the Chain Lightning Plus, so I'm going to ignore this lab. Ray enemy health, yes. Vampire enemy health, yes. And it's crazy to think that when version 26 first came, no, version 27 was when these labs first came out. All of these labs was so unattainable, but now it's really cheap. Ray enemy attack, scatter enemy health, we don't need that. Range enemy range is something that I want, because my black hole is not permanent. Okay, so the enemies tab is done. Bots, yeah, this is done as well. Let me check how the run is going. Okay, we're still going strong. 27.1 Q a minute. Your stone income is about to go crazy. Husky, I'm still waiting for you to buy me some stone packs. And you're asking me to recommend my friends who are supposed to buy me stone packs to you. Okay, so for this ones here, because I'm actually very close to go boxing all of them, I think I should just go box them for the gem rush. Or armor, yeah, I mean 4 bands. Maybe. Generator, I'm one level away, so I should do it. Core, I'm also 1 level away, so I should do it. We complete all of that, we get more gem rush efficiency. Now, what are the battle conditions that are very dangerous? I think Orb Resistance, I really hate it. So maybe Orb Resistance. Death Defy down is probably a good one to have. Ooh, if I do this lab... Oh, the starting level is 1 quintillion. If I do this lab, does that mean that Chronophil no longer needs 70 seconds? I just need 60 seconds with it? This lab seems pretty strong. These 2 labs, I think they are good ones. They cost a lot, so they must be good. Where is energy shields down? Yeah, we take this. Man, I want to do all of this because all of them are annoying in their own way. Enemy attack speed. Enemy attack speed would be good for race. No, boss's ultimate would be good. Because with boss's ultimate, bosses have a lot of health. What would range ultimate do? Reduces the effect of range ultimate battle condition by a percentage. This would be useless because the moment a ranged enemy hits you, you're dead. Because they disable your tower from firing for a few seconds. So reducing that by 10 seconds is not useful at all. So range ultimate useless. Basic ultimate, what would it do? Less enemies get converted into let's read the battle condition for basic ultimate. So how do I see the heat for today? Oh, we can't see the heat. Yeah, we can't see that. All right. More enemies is... Nah, we don't need that. Protector ultimate is annoying for me. But with Chain Lightning Plus maxed out, protectors become a non-issue, so we don't need this lab. I think that only puts tank ultimate in the play. Because getting lower tank ultimate duration is probably going to help a lot with farming as well. Fast ultimate. So I'm not sure what this lab means because fast ultimates buff nearby enemies to match their speed. So does that mean that this lab is going to reduce the speed buff, or it's going to reduce the number of enemies? Do you guys know? In any case, it's probably good, because fast ultimate is dangerous. So we might take this. And then orb resistance would be good, even for farming, I guess. The others... knockback resistance might be useful at some point. But nah, I've got too many labs that I need to do. So yeah. Okay, this would be my new updated list of completion. For a start, I think we should just try to go box these 3 labs. They're all one. So I've got 2 levels here. I can do this and this just for the go box. Go box the band perks. And yeah, and then that will give me a bit more gem rush efficiency. And then I should go box this lab. Yeah, okay, so Swamp Wren, generator bands, core bands, and band perks. Those will be, yeah. Okay. Now, let's remove tank enemy health for now. We start with generator bands, since it's the cheaper of the 2. So that will be like a week of lab time. But 1,600 gems. Within the next few days, I should be able to complete this. Okay. Good, good. Okay, so 10 AA, 11 AA of health from the enemies now. If I remember correctly, it starts being a problem for me when I get to around 100 AA. That's when the coins would fall. Naz asks, does Chain Lightning have unlimited range? How is the damage per meter calculated in this case? No, I don't think Chain Lightning has unlimited range. Because sometimes the overcharge is here and the enemies are here and the Chain Lightning doesn't bounce to the enemy. I think it just spreads to nearby enemies. You know, maybe about this distance. Something like that. But if we have a lot of bounce shots and stuff, then of course we'll get Chain Lightnings all over the map, which makes it look like it's a lot of unlimited range. But okay, so we are nearing the point where I typically run into the issues with my farming runs in tier 20. As we will see shortly. By wave 3000-ish, we should be able to see the coins per minute sort of stagnate. And by stagnate, I mean like we get to maybe like 30 Q per minute. And then we move to 3250. My coin per minute is going to be 2030 as well. I just now know that there is a percentage HP eHP build. Husky, yeah. So I think you use Chain Lightning and Black Hole and sorry, Chain Lightning plus Black Hole and Electrons to deal damage there. Kristen asks, when am I going to be good at this game? What do you mean? The day you stop becoming a beginner, that's when I'll be good at this game. Husky, it sounds fun. Are you going to test it out? It's not going to work for every set of battle conditions. Sometimes we just need like the raw damage to destroy the enemies. Okay, and anyway, I think, Kristen, you noticed that earlier I was at what was it, 40 something spawn rate. Notice that my coin per minute is still the same now as it was then. Oh, I got 40 modules. It is wallet friendly. Really, maxing out Chain Lightning Plus is quite expensive. If you were spending that money, spend it on maxing out GT Plus first. Kristen, you haven't answered my question. When are you going to be good? When are you going to stop being a beginner? Kristen's beginner for life. It's strange that I'm very curious how they do this golden combo calculations, because the variability in the golden combo for a same number for a same combo number, the variability in the number of coins that we get is very high. And yeah, I understand there's a lot of like wave skip calculations and so on, but it's super inconsistent. And it would be, like as was mentioned earlier, it would be very nice if we could see like the average multiplier. Voyo, hello, how are you? Kristen's gonna stop being a beginner when he maxes out starting cash. Yeah, yeah. Then he will be officially promoted to the title of newbie. From beginner to newbie. And I would finally be good at the game. So this is exactly like when I first went into tier 17 and I had to deal with tank ultimate and my coins was falling. Or it was just sort of stagnating and not going up. And I was very confused why that was happening. But in this case, as you can see, like, I'm not hitting spawn cap. Right, and with 52 spawn rates in the earlier tier, I'm definitely, yeah, something closer to this on average, right? Like 30 queues a minute. Maybe with this setup, it might work with the 98 meter range. I might have enough damage per meter scaling to shred the enemies a bit better, but I'm very doubtful. Be right back. Alright, we're back. Just about to hit wave 3000. You know, saying we're about to hit wave 3000 just brought me back to last year where we were doing long tournaments. Nowadays, the tournament runs are so much shorter. So nice. Did I ever hit 4000 waves in version 27? I can't remember. Did I? No, version 26. When was version 26? Shit, it's been a while. Hang on, this is 2025. Did I scroll back too far? There we go. This 3,700, 3,000. Oh yeah, we broke 4K. Oh yeah, we were consistently above 4,000 waves. Wow, we were literally spending farming runs worth of time in doing tournaments back then. 4,500. No, I think my highest 4,380. 4,400. Oh, I honestly, it's so good that the game has changed so much since then. Hey, it's just been what, 2 months, and I completely forgot about that happening. Yeah, 4435. Oh, there was a 4435? Oh. Am I blind? Oh yeah, there's a 4. Imagine getting 3rd place for 4435. Stupid. So clearly I must be doing something right now, because back then this wave count was giving me 3rd place, right? And nowadays, you know, we are getting a lot more 1st place finishes. I think, and the only reasonable explanation for why this has happened is probably because I'm running tournaments at a later date now. Oh, and that's it. We just lost our 2nd win. Voyo, yeah, exactly. They used to mess up my lap speed ups. Let's just see how our coin per hour is like right now. Oh, 1.15Q coin per hour. Hang on. Why is this run so good? This is very strange. So just how many days ago? 4 days ago, I was getting, 1,000 waves more and about the same coin per hour. What is going on? Did I? Surely not, right? I'm now thinking, did I use something wrong? Or did I like not have my summon chip on or something? Which is why my coins were so much lower. How can it be that we are 1,000 waves lower and we are getting the same coin per hour? Not even at peak pick coin yet. Maybe it's really the fast enemy health lab. That's the only thing that has changed since then. Fast enemy health. A couple of levels into fast enemy speed. Yeah, we're actually getting decent multipliers now. Oh, this is good coin per minute as well. You know what, guys? I think it's time we move to tier 20. If this works out, let's pick a number. Like if I'm doing 2.2 in tier 19, and I'm able to hit 1.6 in tier 20. If I'm able to hit 1.6 Q coin per hour in this tier, I think I will make the switch. And John, you will be very happy to know that. With this coin per minute, I'm sure that I would be able to hit 1.6 if I can survive long enough, obviously. And we still have demon mode, we still have nuke, we haven't popped any of those yet, so surely I would be able to hit 3250 at least. Oh yeah, maybe I should edit the title of the video to be plus tier 20 farm. in case anyone wants to see the build. Oh right, okay, I know what's the difference. In those two runs I was not using Singularity Harness. Yeah, I was using project funding. So it turns out Singularity Harness actually gives a lot of coin compared to project funding. So GoBot range is really good. Huh. Interesting. Now this is making me very excited to get the next level of to get my Singularity Harness to Ancestral from the S mod section. Don't tell anyone. You trick Greenie to try a setup. Kristen, I hope Greenie tries your setup and he overtakes you in coin in like 2 weeks. Oh, I'm using eHP, so you can claim to use eHP then. Ooh, Kristen would burst out into flames, like spontaneous combustion, if he says that he's using eHP. Kristen will be like, I'm using EH, and he starts burning, you know. Kristen, what is the reason why you can't make 43.5 meter work? Paul, hello, how are you? Anyone has a guide doing hybrid? What kind of guide are you looking for? Like, which stage of progression are you at? It's early game hybrid and late game hybrid is a bit different. What I haven't told Greenie is that he will die to overcharge. Oh shit, demon mode just procced. Oh, there was an overcharge. Hey, you jinxed me, Kristen. If he makes more coins than you won't hear. Greenie? There's a lot of pressure on you right now to make more coins than Kristen. We are rooting for you. Well, I am rooting for you. Oh, wait, he was here. Oh, wow, we're almost up to 50 coin a minute. The highest I've seen so far is 87, I think. I might have a screenshot of that. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. Let me put it in here. Oh shit, this is a bit big. There. I think it happened because I somehow managed to get like a 9x wave skip, and that wave skip was like 100Q or something. It was so nice to see. Yeah, and we remove it. Casey, yeah, still streaming, doing a farm run now. Testing out tier 20 farming. I think it's looking really good at the moment. This is more average coin per minute than tier 19 for sure. Tier 19 I would average like 40, and then we get like nice wave skips, and then it spikes to like 70, 80, and then it goes back down again. And if this keeps up, we might be able to see like 100Q per minute. What is it that gives him more econ than Greeny? I have more econ than him. My GT is max, while Greeny still got some stuff to do. Casey, where are my gems going? I'm just lab rushing fast ultimates, health, and speed, and tank ultimate health. Well, actually, really, let me take that back. Whenever I see something that I can click, I would gem rush it. Yeah. So whatever labs I'm doing at the moment, if I can gem rush it, I'll gem rush it. And if you scroll back a little while ago, I rearranged my labs. So I'm putting in some of the earlier game labs, and planning out my lab development. So this last lab here is going to be for just go boxing stuff. Like the three that I want would be generator bands, core bands, and band perks. Just gem rush those three because I'm one level off from go boxing them, just to get better efficiency. What about when version 28 comes and I'm free to play and they have new module banners? Yeah, that's alright. You know, if that happens, then we just save up the gems. I'm very good at spending gems on module pools every 20 gems anyway. But oh man, actually, when was the last time I pulled a module? 25th of January. Wow, almost 1 month. Guys, I'm about to get my 1 month chip. I used to be such an addict on this page. Haven't pulled a module in over almost a month. Wait, Greeny has not maxed out his golden tower? Maybe bonus has a couple of clicks. Oh wow, this is really good, this singularity harness thing. Like bigger singularity harness. No, I think it's really... Singularity harness aside, the thing that is making this a lot better is me actually killing fast enemies. I remember looking at my screen and I saw that there were a ton of fast enemies on the screen. So if we look at the wave or the active spawns, I was consistently hitting like 100-ish on the spawns. Right now it's actually pretty low. So yeah, I think the fast enemy health is helping, or helped. Now that means that instead of working on the fast enemy speed, it doesn't seem like speed is too dangerous right now. I should really be working on the fast enemy health. Let's bring this up to 25 as well. And it's cheap at the moment. Bring that up to 25 and then we... You know, it makes our tier 20 farming a bit better. Press on stats. Yeah, 1.34. I mean, it's better. It's way better than the previous one. Really good. Well, I guess it's time to move to tier 20. I say that now, but then, you know, maybe an overcharge comes and I die instantly. But no, I think we would be able to hit around 4,000 waves. Yeah, I think tier 20 is going to be where I'm going to farm it. If I'm able to hit 1.6, which I think is very possible. We might be, if this goes on to wave 4,000, we might be closer to like 1.8. But I don't think I can survive past wave 4,000. And this is good because then I don't even need to worry about my chain lightning damage then. Looks like tier 20. Greeny, go live, show us if it works or not. So what advice did you give Greeny? Is it to use the 98 meter setup as well? Oh, just go glass cannon. He won't listen when I say eHP is dead. Well, the next thing would be for me to see if I can reliably survive intro sprint with this build. I just need enough to survive intro sprint, I think. Yeah. Leave eHP in the trash. No, I mean, if this is the case, I might want to just use no, I actually can't do that. I was thinking of using Harmony Conductor instead of Primordial Collapse, but then I think I would be killing a lot of enemies outside of my black holes if I did that. Because with Harmony Conductor, overcharge becomes much less of an issue combined with the Landmine Stun Mastery. Yeah, if I can move to 43.5 meters, then yes, I would use Harmony Conductor. I would definitely roll farming substats on my Harmony Conductor. But until I get there, I think I would need a lot more damage before I can get to that point. Stunless, 98 meters with stun. Oh, stunless with harmony conductor. And to be fair, the harmony conductor miss rate is better than the flashbang. Now this really makes me want to get that Fortress Mastery done ASAP, but I think the way to go is still get more econ. Especially if I'm going to take a coin hit when I move to tier 20, then moving to yeah, so then I should try to focus on making the runs more consistent and stuff, and the econ. Nico, hello, how are you? It's been a while. Oh, we just lost nuke. That overcharge. So we might be dead soon. 31 death defies. 1.4 Q coin power, okay. I mean, if the damage that I'm taking now is not very significant. No, sorry. Let me rephrase. If I don't need that much damage at this moment to actually have enemies not piling up on my screen, then it might make sense for me to just get Flamebot for the overcharge. 4.7 times 0.2. Let's pull up a calculator for this. So 4.7 Q is 4,700 little Qs. If I multiply this by 0.2 because of the 80% damage reduction, and then I multiply this by 0.05 because of the 95% damage reduction, I'm taking 47 Qs. Oh, and then I've got my defense percent, so times 0.02. So it will be 940 trillion per hit. If it's 940 trillion a hit, I can actually survive with Flamebot at this current level. So then maybe I should use the Flamebot. Right, give my M-bot a little bit, get a better Flamebot. Make overcharge. I don't understand why that wouldn't be better. Is it because I would need the death defies to kill these enemies? Maybe it's because I'm getting death defies, which is allowing me to kill enemies quickly. Yeah, it's very strange. I mean, okay, granted my coin now is like a bit lower, but my average coin is like 30 something Q per minute in tier 19, and every now and then it jumps up. So this is like average coin per minute in tier 19. So if I'm consistently above that, it should be better. Joseph, hello, how are you? Stopping in to ask a question. You will unlock tier 2 in the power tree. On which tier 2 upgrades you should get first? Yeah, the ELS stuff. Get the ELS stuff, get the free upgrade stuff. And coins per kill. Coins per kill is really good. Like it got me, it was a huge increase in my coins. It's also relatively cheap. Yeah, coin free ups and EOS. I think I'm ready to unlock the tier 3 on the power. Yeah. I'll probably have to save up the keys for them. Am I still first place? Yeah, alright. How many keys do I have? 19 keys. Yeah, okay, so it'll be 2 weeks of saving. We should be able to get tier 3. And then it would be a month for the ELS, which would be very good for farming. Another month for the free upgrades and the coins. I'll ask again in 2 months. So honestly, I think after I got those 3, it was just about unlocking all the cheap nodes to try to unlock tier 3. But it takes a while. Thanks to mods for carrying me to another first place finish. Casey, they didn't do anything today. I died too early. I tried running eHP today, and then I died like right out of intro sprint. Demon mode popped, like 1801 demon mode popped. It was so on the dot, and then thereafter nuke popped, and then I died. That's a perfect, yeah, exactly. Let me show you the timing on that run. It was so good. Hang on, how do I see my, this one here. Look at that, 23 minutes and 24 minutes. Super efficient. Nico says, I just started getting a couple of keys, going up the tree until I get up adjust and auto restart. It depends on what you value more. I think auto restart is really good if you want to just be AFK from your game. But otherwise, I think the auto demon mode would be useful. Smart demon mode, you can kind of get away with it. All you have to do is just make sure that when your run starts, you are going to so when your run starts, you finish your intro sprint, you just pop your demon mode, and then you can go AFK. Same for nuke as well. But the harmony tree is really good. Like the quality of life improvements on the harmony tree. People would say like go all the way up to make everything cheaper, but then every time I went and I saw like, oh, there was a card slot, I would get the card slot, and you know, so many things to get. It's hard to say what's best. I don't know. Similar songs. Hello, how are you? Finally got GT7. All the things are so costly. Takes 4 tournaments for one level. Can't get past 5k waves in tier 16 for farming. Any suggestions? Yeah, keep playing the game. You could farm tier 15 if you could get more waves and more coin per hour. But for tier 16, you probably need a bit more ELS. But yeah, keep working on GT Plus. More GT Plus equals more coin, equals more enhancements, and so on. Nico 13 auto restart and op slider were amazing to get. I agree. Okay, so we'll go for the auto restarts and op slider before demon mode and nuke. I would say though that moving from 60 meters, was it, or 69 meters? I can't remember the original original range. From that to 30 meters really made a huge difference in coin per minute. Gotten all stone packs free to play? Yeah, I mean, I got all stone packs because this month I'm still in version 27, so we are not free to play yet. Oh, hang on. Yeah, my coin has dropped already. I don't know why. But okay, we're still killing enemies pretty decently. Could be like bad RNG. We'll see. It's definitely much better now than it was before. Metoid, hello, how are you? It's been a while. Metoid. Finally staying in Legends, congratulations. My CPH is higher in tier 16. I have EOS plus at level 30. Ray starts killing me. Yeah, it's EOS, similar songs. It's not damage. Damage enhancements, if it's 2.2, it's more than enough. The rest is just EOS. Well, I'm glad that you are able to join today. I think we are just about the tail end of farming. If raids start popping you, similar songs, Nuke Mastery, Storer Mastery are good. But at the end of the day, enemy health is... I think tier 16 is when you start experiencing it. You are able to deal with all the enemies, and then suddenly you realize that, you know, damage is not able to carry you that far anymore. Because this number is going to scale up very quickly compared to this number, right? We don't get many bonuses for this number. So even with like Berserker on or something, your bullets and all, they don't do very much to the boss anymore. And realistically, all we can really do is just pump our EOS up. And then you go on for a while more, and then you realize that, oh, actually damage becomes a lot more like irrelevant until you get to tier 17. And then tier 17 you realize that you would need a bit more damage now, because if you don't kill the tanks fast enough, then you lose out on coin per minute. But I think by the time I was in tier 16, my EOS enhancements had to be, they had to be at 1.4-ish already. And then we got that last 10 levels, right? So yeah, I was very close to the Omax. I think 1.4 something. That was my EOS plus when I was farming tier 16. In terms of the overall percentage, the raw number was something like 62%. And then tier 17, I needed it to be like 70%. Yeah, 70%. That's when I think I moved up to tier 17. Coin per hour is looking good. 50Q coin per minute. So probably 1.4 or 1.51. Aha. Almost there. Nes, thanks for joining the stream. Oh, have a good rest. Good night. So many more cells than you. Really? Oh wow, we are already at 600. Actually, I don't even notice how many cells I get in a run now. Tier 19. 1.67. Yes, 1.7 mil. 630. So we are about 1/3 of our usual. They should pick up later on, I guess. If I can hit wave 4000, I think it makes it such that I'm able to still sustain my labs. Hopefully. I don't know. I can always just pump more coin into cell enhancements. Kristen, you think I should stay in tier 20 from now on? Yeah, okay. I'll do that. If I can hold the cell enhancements. But I also think that tier 20 is going to be better for me. Or at least comparable. But we get more module shots. And that's useful. I need a lot more modules, module levels. So if I lose half a Q per hour of farming, that is 12 quintillion coin per day. That's a lot. Casey, remember when I quote those ELS that was before ELS change and as what 70% for tier 17 sounds crazy high these days. Oh, right. So 70% ELS, at the start of version 27, they didn't implement that change yet, Casey, where they reduced our ELS percentage. So at the start of version 27, I think I got the... I remember what I did now. Okay, so start of version 27, I unlocked this guy. And then I went into this too, equally. And very quickly my efficiencies got, you know, I think I was at 6 point something thousand on the coin multiplier, and then very quickly it went up to those ridiculous numbers like we see today. But once this number got to like something like 25% or so, and I got that extra 2%, in my tier 17 run, I was getting about 70% of EOS. Yeah. I'm excited to start throwing coins into enhancements again. Yeah, I can understand that, Metoid. Yeah, it's good that now that most of the cut masteries are done, you will start seeing a lot of EOS progress. Oh man, I just died. 3,600. Wait, what was the number I said? 1.6 before I swap. So, yeah, Christian, I can't swap. 1.51. 1.51 and we died. Okay, so I think what we do is we go back to tier 19 for another week, right? And when the next week comes, we are going to bring this up over here. We should be able to farm like 100Q-ish extra coin. We bring all of this up to about 3.4, and then we try another run, and then we see if it gets to 1.6. Yeah, I think that would be the play. As of now, probably not very worthwhile to make the move. Maybe if I can survive to like wave 4,000 at least. 3,600. Yeah, because hang on, let me do a quick calculation. So if I'm at say 2.2Q per hour versus 1.51, I'm losing 0.7 Qs a day. 0.7 Qs per hour times 24. That's 16.8 Qs a day. If I multiply that by 7, it's 118 Qs. But 118 Qs in 1 week of or less coin in a week. Really, Kristen, you think I should switch? My blood pressure is taking over. Take over. Really? The shots are that good? Really? Is there a way for us to track how many shots we got in the run? Okay, I don't see any shots here. No over here. Oh, I can check the number of modules that I got, can't I? Oh, this is for my garden, which is useless. Probably worth to switch at that point. Okay, you guys say that I should switch, so I should switch. Alright, let's go for it then. Now what should my upgrades be at this stage? I should be upgrading damage, right? Yeah, probably. And maybe bring this up to 2.2, 2.3. Yeah, alright, get more damage first, alright. 3.2 here. Okay, they say I should switch. My moderators say I should switch, so I should switch. What else should I test from now? Should I test a Space Displacer run? As opposed to OA? I think with Space Displacer, it would consistently get me to 4,000 waves. Remove the AoE card and turn on Poison Swarm Stun, I presume. Swap out my Astral Deliverance for being Annihilator, right? Okay. Now what do I put in its place? Let's put in health regen then. Or health. Yeah, I need the Fortress Mastery soon. Defense percent is in there already, Kristen. So defense, I've got all the card slots. So I think the only one missing is Fortress and health regen. Yeah. So I've got 98% defense, but you know, I've got no health at all. So that's why I put in the health card. Maybe it might be worth just bringing all of this to 2.0 for intro sprint. I don't think it matters anyway. We will probably just, well, whatever, let's just do it. It's not like I will survive an extra wave with this amount. Landmine damage, probably not useful. You know what, let's just do it. It's cheap. I'm not touching this. Okay. Alright, let's just farm tier 20 then. Alright, I think this would be a good time to wrap up the stream. So, thanks Kristen, thanks Granny for all your help. Thanks everyone for watching the stream. And all the best in your tournament rewards for this week. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh, Nikan, hello. I'm so sorry. I was busy focusing on stuff. Let me get to what you said. What's better to get for 2,000 stones? GT11. Yeah, I'll get GT11 first. And yeah, sorry. I will get GT11. Because bulk stones, it's better you just buy those bulk items, and then every tournament you can always get a couple of clicks into your multipliers. Alright, so let's wrap up the stream for now. I'll catch you guys in the next stream. All the best. I'll catch you guys in the next one.